Coach, a couple weeks ago, you guys get the first homecoming win in 12 years. Get the Anchor Bowl for the first time in, 5 years now?
Four or five
5 years. How special have these last couple weeks been for you guys?
Well, we survived Tarboro last week. Everybody's having to do that. We just wanted to stay healthy. We did come up with a game plan that we thought could work offensively and defensively. Coach Davis and Coach Sonny Robbins have done a heck of a job with the defense, and Coach Adams. And we're just starting to feel like we can play behind our defense now. We get 2 or 3 touchdowns on the board. We're starting to show a lot of resilience on defense, and we're just keep hanging our hat on it and just try to score a couple.
It seems like resilience is kind of the theme for this one. You guys struck first, and then they answered in the first half. They struck first, you answered in the second half. What kind of mental fortitude does it take for a football team to be able to hang on and kind of scoot out with the win here?
Well, you've been there a lot. I mean, you've seen us come on the short end of these. We've had a whole bunch of ball games like this year. We might lose by 4. Now we're winning by 4. And we stayed the course. And that's what we've been talking about is, staying the course and believing in ourselves, believing in your fundamentals, your techniques, believing in your coaches, believing in your teammates. And these kids are doing it. And, they're big, strong kids. We're not very fast, but we're starting to play a tough brand of football. And we're just excited about going into these last couple of weeks with the opportunities that are before us. All we got to do is take care of business. And if we take care of Northside, then we got a shot to come out second in this conference.
All right, and you mentioned it there. Hindsight's kind of 20/20, but looking back and the fact that you guys have turned those close losses into close wins, how big is that? Did that bye week feel when you did get it a couple weeks ago?
It was good. We kind of went back to the drawing board, did a lot of fundamental stuff. You were there. We come off the Riverside loss, lose by 3, and those kids wanted to practice every day, and that's what we did. And they're just not going to give up. And they play, they live. They got great families at home. The moms and dads have raised great kids, and without that home raising at home, you don't have the resiliency and the fortitude to fight through things. And hats go off to the parents and coaches, and we have a darn good group of kids at Northside High School.
So defensively, you come in. What were some of the things you were keying in on when it comes to guarding the depth that Southside has at running back and trying to stop that?
Well, we knew everything starts inside out with Southside. You got to stop inside trap, and we did. And then they're going to stretch you with the jets, and then they're going to hit you with the outside counter play. And you basically, if you can find a way to stop those 3 plays, you slow them down a lot. Then they got us with a couple passes there, but we felt like we shut down what they do good at, and they do a heck of a job at running that wing too. No doubt Coach Carey does a heck of a job. But we found ways to get stops. They had that drive there in the second half, that we kind of backed up a little bit, and I thought we got a little happy with ourselves taking the opening kickoff and scoring, and we just kind of fumbled around the whole second half offensively, especially with turnovers and penalties killed us. But there again, resiliency, bounce back and find a way to get it done. And that's like our 4th or 5th game of the year that we've either won by 3 or 4 or lost by 3 or 4. It's been just a battle, and these kids are starting to turn those losses into wins.
And lastly, the perfect microcosm of that resiliency was that, goal line pretty much stand you guys made, I think, in the 3rd quarter.
Oh, that was big time.
Yeah. How much of a momentum swing was that? Because that was right. You mentioned the passing Northside did, or Southside did. That was right after they got like a 40-yard pickup.
I think that was the stand of the game. They were down inside the 10, and we force-stopped them. And heck, man, I'm telling you, that was probably the turning point of the game where they probably go up by 2 scores. And then I think they got a little flat, and I believe that was the time we took it down the field and got a score. And that was the major turning point in the game right there, no doubt about it.